Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess.
And now here is Elvis Presley.
I got news for you, baby.
So excited, I can't wait.
I think Presley was a star.
Well, heard the news.
Oh, he's such a sexy person. He will always be the king no matter what.
Hi there! In this Elvis News video you can expect some real expensive memorabilia for sale, CD news, short news flashes, movie news, and I would love to read your reactions on the movie in the comments below. Furthermore, how to secure the Elvis brand for the future, but I am opening with news that we as Elvis fans have been waiting for years. My name is Maier and you are watching the Elvis Presley News Report of July 2022. I am opening with some promising news about the possibility that the outtakes of Elvis on tour may see the light of day. This was Baz Luhrmann's reply to the question, can you release the on-tour footage for us?
Yeah, we do have actually access to a lot of the never-before-seen footage from the two documentaries, and as soon as I get the movie out, I'm going to try and do something about getting that footage out.
As we all know, these tapes are in the possession of MGM. What we as Elvis fans have to do is to show that there is a market for this material. So go to the cinema and watch Baz Luhrmann's Elvis biopic and let him make a good profit with this movie. Only then MGM may be tempted to hand over these on-tour tapes to him for an upgraded version of Elvis on tour. To be continued. Collectors label Follow That Dream Records announced the release of Elvis From Vegas to Tahoe. Released as a 3-CD, 5-inch digipack, this set features 3 1973 midnight shows recorded on January 27, February 21st and May 12th. FTD also announced the release of Devil in Disguise, the Lost Album Sessions. This 3-CD comes in an 8-inch digipack with a 28-page booklet. Now most of you will know that Elvis recorded a number of non-movie songs in July of 1963. These performances ended up being scattered all over RCA Victor releases between 1963 and 1968. Now, almost 60 years later, FTD finally presents all of the masters and outtakes available from these recording sessions in one set. In short, on August 24, RCA Records will release an expanded edition of the 30 #1 hits. This time the set comes as a digipack and includes the Second to None compilation. The worldwide release date of the Elvis 2022 movie was June 24, but not for South America, as the release date for Argentina, Brazil and Mexico is set for July 14. Sony Pictures Animation shared the first still of the upcoming Agent King series. Character designer Rob Valley wanted Elvis to look adorable and dangerous. The series will have a contemporary and vintage look. A trailer is yet to be released to the public. It looks like Elvis Presley Enterprises is currently testing their Elvis Presley channel. There is no official launch date yet, but some American fans found a link to the channel on their Plex streaming app and on their LG Smart TV and quickly took these screenshots. The link has been taken offline not short thereafter. I think it's just a matter of time before the Elvis Presley channel will be launched officially. Promotion for the Elvis movie is in full swing. I received a photo of a former co-worker who was on a business trip in France. If you have a similar photo that shows outdoors promotion for the movie, then send it to me and I will feature it in next month's video. Following the appearance of the Viva Las Vegas Blu-ray set that I showed you in the video of June, Warner Brothers has now reissued the movie Jailhouse Rock as a Blu-ray, DVD and CD set. Jailhouse Rock first appeared as a Blu-ray in 2007, 50 years after the movie's release. This is saxophone player Gabe Balthazar. Now you may ask yourself, where does Gabe Balthazar fit into the Elvis Presley story? Well, you must have heard him countless times in your life. Because besides playing the saxophone, he could also play the flute. On June 12, 2022, Gabe Balthazar died after years of declining in health at the age of 92. Well, yesterday evening was the evening for me. I went to the movie and what a night I had. First of all, I am a big fan of the work of Baz Luhrmann. And second, I'm a big fan of Elvis Presley. So I had a marvelous night. I went through all kind of emotions. I was happy, I was excited, I was aroused, I was really angry, I was sad. I had sweat in the palms of my hand. I was tearful. All the emotions were there. And if a director can achieve that, then it is for me a real good movie. The movie has some historical faults, but what the heck. It was good for the storyline, You have to cram such a large story into 2 hours and 40 minutes, and he did a hell of a job. You'll see a lot of original footage of Elvis, footage from Elvis on tour and even from Elvis in concert. That was, to me, really, really nice to see. And you even see some deep fake, but it's a deep fake the other way around, because you see a scene of where he sings A Little Less Conversation in the movie, with that guy in the front. The face of Elvis has been replaced by the face of Austin Butler, who does a marvelous job. I am so glad with this guy. He really hit it. He really hit the part. It was great, great, great. I would love to read your reactions on the movie in the comments below. Read it, write it. I would love to see your reactions. I had a tremendous good evening, and I really hope that this movie can do a lot to the career of Elvis. I love the music. I love the remixes. I loved everything of the movie. So if you haven't seen it, go buy your ticket, because you have to see it. And those people out there are not going to watch it because Austin Butler doesn't look like Elvis. Go and see the movie. Goodbye. The pre-order date of the Elvis 2022 soundtrack was set for June 10. The release date was June 24, and here is the track list. I know it's all a matter of taste, but personally I am in favor of new mixes if these Elvis songs now can reach a younger generation. The original versions will always be here and are not being replaced. We all know and experience that the older generation of fans is slowly dying out. In order to keep the Elvis flame burning for future generations, you have to attract a younger generation now. I rather want Elvis's name to go down in history as an iconic singer, in favor of Elvis being remembered as the image that is created around him. But here also lays a big responsibility on the shoulders of EPE. I have never been a fan of impersonators, and I know that there is a group of fans that is not keen on them either. Yet Elvis Presley Enterprises still promote Elvis tribute artists. But that is just another word for an impersonator. Now, I am not saying that Graceland should quit with these contests, but this is the moment for a change of habit. So hereby I want to propose a separate contest of performers who sing Elvis songs but without the Elvis attire. So let them wear their own outfit in which they feel comfortable and let them stay away from the wigs and glasses. Paying tribute has nothing to do with what you wear on stage. The benefit of an additional contest that I am now proposing is that apart from white men, now also women and people of color can participate and win. The Elvis impersonator clothing stops in 1977 and it is making Elvis's image look dated and old-fashioned nowadays. You have to make a connection to contemporary music and fashion these days if you want the Elvis brand to survive and grow. Elvis sang, "Only the strong survive," and in my humble opinion, now is the time to push on and not to be afraid of testing the waters. I think Graceland will be in for a pleasant surprise. Hereby I have kicked the ball in their corner and now it is up to Graceland if they are willing to pick up the glove. It has been a while ago, but now I am back with a new trivia question. After finishing a song, Elvis can be heard saying,
I was just a baby when I did that song. I was about 12 years old, had sideburns. I'm lying like a rug too.
Now, can you tell me which song Elvis just finished? Place your answer in the comments below. Good luck! In the Elvis Presley News Report of May, a viewer named Banjo Paul came up with a comment that he had seen Elvis's wardrobe at the exhibition at the O2 in London in 2017. I also visited that exhibition and told him that I was actually stunned to see the crown that Elvis received from a member of the audience at the end of the Aloha show. I looked at it closely and told Banjo Paul that in my view it was made out of cardboard. Then another viewer with the name of Paul Gwynn replied, "It was a cardboard crown? Seriously?" Then I forwarded him a link from a YouTube video where the crown was filmed up close at the O2 exhibition. Unfortunately, the owner of that clip does not give me permission to use his images and therefore I cannot show it. Paul Gwynn wrote, "Thank you for bringing my attention to that video, Emil. Very interesting. It looks to me that the crown is made out of a thin sheet metal material. Definitely not cardboard." So, to put an end to all speculations about the material that was used for the Aloha crown, I decided to pop the question to Angie Marchese of the Elvis Archive at Graceland. And this is her reply. It is made of a thick cardboard. Angie. So, there you have it. New Orleans-based antique store M.S. Rao is offering the lavish wristwatch that Elvis gifted to J.D. Sumner in 1974. In 1979, J.D. Sumner sold all of his Elvis jewelry and memorabilia to Mike Moon, who was the owner of the Elvis Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This watch remained in the museum's collection and was sold to a private collector when the museum closed its doors in 2013. So the timepiece changed hands just twice and now antique store M.S. Rao has listed it for $498,000. That's all for this month. Hope to see you next time. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley Day.
You have a happy